of Scrapping Under the Influence. I'm here with a super fast project. I had somebody ask the other day if I could do a tutorial on a notepad holder, so I haven't seen anybody do one of these for a while. I don't think I've ever actually done a tutorial on one, but I've made tons of them, so super easy. I used leftovers from the Bella Boulevard Let's Scrapbook collection and the Bella Besties that I was sent from Country Craft Creations. So this is 5 1/4 by 8 1/4. It holds the little mini legal pads, and it's done in such a way that you can take this out and swap them out when you've used the entire pad. Of course, I used a scrap of the Besties up here to wrap the top of the notepad. This is one of the Word ephemera pieces. I did use one of the cut-aparts here, and actually the little typewriter Bella Pop over the top of the cut-apart. The cut-apart actually looks like that, and then that one actually sits perfectly right on top of it, so that was kind of cool. And then in here we've just got a basic pocket flap you could add pictures to. I did not do a loop for the pen, simply because I've had issues when I've done them with ribbon, when I've done them with cardstock, with as you're pulling the pen in and out, they tend to pull up the paper and tear. So I just found a pen that has a nice big clip on it that can just sit on there. Magnetic closure, and that's about it. This will go together in about 25 minutes or so, completely start to finish, and the tutorial plays next. So we're going to do a notepad holder, and apparently I did not hit record. So rather than redo this part, I'm just going to kind of talk you through what happens. Your chipboard, and I'm using lightweight chipboard for this, is 5 1/4 by 8 1/4. The cardstock to wrap this is 10 1/4 by 7 1/4. You're going to cover the backs of your chipboard completely in tape. You're going to leave a 1-inch border on the 2 cover pieces and on the spine piece, which is 1 inch by 8 1/4. The cardstock for this is 10 1/4 by 4. You want a 1 1/2 on each side here. You're going to fold and burn it, or fold the cardstock around the chipboard and miter your corners on all 3 pieces, and then we're going to go ahead and put the base of this together. I will link a video in the description of how to, a more step-by-step to build your covers. I've done it in probably 100 different videos at this point. So I apologize for that, but yeah, we're just gonna start from this point because we are. Ugh. Okay, so I've got my pieces taped, ready to go. What I'm going to do on my cover pieces is I'm going to go ahead and pull the backing off. I don't know that I've ever actually done a tutorial on the notebook holders or notepad holders, but I know there's lots of tutorials out there. They were really popular for a very long time. I haven't really seen anybody do one in a long time. So, man, I'm just losing everything today. Oh my gosh, seriously. This is after I tried doing this last night and had it completely jacked up, which is really dumb because this is not a difficult project. But apparently, for me this week, it is. Okay. So we are just folding that down. Okay. Do the same thing on this piece. Again, we're going to run glue along the edge of the chipboard and in our middle section there, over and down, along the edge of the chipboard, a little bit in the middle there, over and down again. Alright, for the spine, you're only going to fold over the edge, or the ends. So I'm going to go ahead and get my tape off of those. Tape backing, that is. Okay, now turn this over. I'm going to burnish along the edge of my spine. Okay, I'll come in with the 1/4 inch tape again. Okay, then we're going to take our covers. You want pretty side up when you put this together. Line that up and down. You don't want your glue going all the way to the edge of your spine, like the chipboard piece in the middle there. Okay, flip that over. And then to reinforce the middle here, I apparently got incredibly carried away with the tape on this one, because that is way hanging over. Okay, so this piece is going to be 8 1/8 by, what are we at? 4 3/4. So it's wider than the little wings here on our spine, which is what you want. You do definitely want to use tape on this piece so that it goes down flat. It's not going to bubble up. It just makes it easier to put down. Yeah, I found a whole stash of like scraps of score tape sheets, which is why I don't use the score tape sheets typically. So I'm trying to use them. Okay, so we're going to just center this up like so. Burnish it down. Okay. All right. Closure. We're going to do a little magnetic closure on this. So I have a piece of cardstock that is 1.5 by 6. Put this in my scoreboard. I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch. And then 1 5/8. Okay. I think I am going to go ahead and round the corners on this. You don't have to, that's totally optional. And then I'm going to miter. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to fold over my little tab that I'm going to use to attach. And I'm just going to glue this centered up. And it, of course, doesn't have to be exact, but I'm going to try and get it close. On the edge over here. Okay. Okay, so this is sized for just the normal mini legal pad. These are 5 by about 7 3/4, 7 7/8, roughly. So the easiest way I found to get these, because you can do just like bands back here to slide the back of this in, but I've always thought that a pocket works better. So this is 6 1/4 by 5 3/4. Yep. Okay. So we are going to start with the 6 1/4 at the top of the scoreboard. We're going to score it 1/2 inch and 5/8. Okay. Turn it 1/2 inch again, 5/8. One more time, 1/2, 5/8. So, of course, I pushed it too hard on that side. That's okay. We are going to miter from that outside score line. And then we're going to miter at the bottom so that, okay, you've got your 2 score lines here. We're going to come across this inside corner. Okay. All right. So we're going to fold this up. I really popped through on that one, didn't I? You know what? It'll be fine. Okay. So I'm going to glue the bottom down first. And we're just going to center this on this panel. Okay. And then glue down our sides. Okay. And there's it. No. All right. So there's that. This should slide right in here like so, and there you go. In fact, if you put it down with that in there, then that will, you can push down on this without smashing that little sleeve that it goes into, and it actually kind of helps you put that in. Okay. On the other side, we're going to do a flap. So this is 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. We're going to score this at 1/2 inch. And then we're going to do a pocket. This is 6 by 5.5. 5.5? 4.5. I'm sorry. 6 by 4.5. I'm going to score it 1/2 inch. Turn. 1/2 inch again. Turn it. 1/2 inch again. Okay. We're going to miter. Miter. Bring our base back in. We're going to put our flap on first. I'm going to fold my score line and burnish. And this is going to go right over here like so. I'm going to go ahead and round my corners on the ends of this. Okay. Just want to make sure. Nope, we need to take just a sliver off of that. So you do want to make sure it's going to close all the way. So I'm taking about, it's about a 1/16 of an inch off of that. And I will redo my rounding to fix those. And this should be good. Okay. All right. So there is that. And then we'll just fold and burnish on our pocket as well. This is going to come down right inside here, or we can put it on the back of our flap. I think I'm going to put it here, but this does need matted underneath. So I can. So let me trim that. Okay. So my matting right here is going to be 5 1/8 by 8 1/8. I think I'm going to do the stripes facing up. And then go ahead and put my pocket in. I'm just going to center it up side to side here. And there we go. This is going to come in here like so. Let me close it up. Where you've got that inch, you've got more than enough room to put a pin here. Before I do that, however, that's not my matting for that. Didn't think it was, but you never know. That down. And then you can use ribbon, cardstock, whatever you want to do a pen loop. I usually will just find a pen that I can just clip on here like that. So it's there, but I don't have to like add in another little piece there. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to add magnets. I can find them. I'll move them. Rearranged some stuff in here the other day, and a couple of things that I moved, I just like keep forgetting where I moved them to. So, got a set of magnets, and stick those together. Put it over here on this. Go ahead and bend that over on the score line. And there we go. We've got our closure, and we're ready to mat. And there we go. As always, thank you for watching. I will be back again soon. I have one more project to come with the Let's Scrapbook line from Bella Boulevard, and that is another super easy project. It should be up in the next day or so. But until then, that is how you make a very simple notepad holder. Thanks for watching. Bye.